Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Miami Heat defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. This their first look at this year's Washington squad. They could only manage a single win in 4 tries against these guys last year. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So the Wizards 5 right now. Nene and Gortat team up in the paint. The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. And it's Dudley in at the 3. Now here's Dragic after Gortat's miss. Out to Wade. Wall with the steal. Passes it to Beal. No good. And it's Miami the other way.
Just some amazing stats put up by Chris Bosh early in his career. But having been in the shadow of LeBron and D. Wade over the past few seasons, one wonders if Bosh is now a little bit underrated. He's talented and gives you everything you want from the power forward spot.
Wizards have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And there's Bradley Beal on the assist by Wall.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Well, getting back to Chris Bosh, it's always difficult to reshape your game around a superstar teammate. I mean, just ask Kevin Love last year.
You know, it's... Such a good point. When you think about Bosh, you know, he isn't the kind of guy who demands special attention. You know, he's not mugging for the press. He's not out there for himself. He just really lets his play speak for itself. And you won't find many bigs who are as versatile as he is. And much underrated, I think, as a pick-and-roll defender.
And Washington has possession. Following the score by Miami. And that one's good by Gortat.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Dragic against Wall. Winslow, the pass to Dragic. Whiteside, a screen on Dudley. Here's Winslow. Gortat with the block. Here's Beal. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Gortat against Whiteside. Back to Dragic. Wade outside. Heat moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bosh. Here's Whiteside. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Well, now we go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Randy Whitman. Doris?
We talked about the strategy as it applies to D. Wade. He said Dwayne can score at will when he gets into a rhythm. So our job is going to be prevent him from getting into that rhythm in the first place. Because if we can't do that, the points will just pile up. Most opponents are completely aware of that, guys.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Fires from 14, and Washington again with the bucket.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
And guys, one thing that was obvious to me, last year the Wizards really matured as a team. I mean, they played as if they expected to win instead of a group kind of coming into their own. I thought they just showed a lot more composure and maturity on the court.
The Heat trail by 3. Out to the right wing. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. To the right side. Here's Winslow. Gortat with the rebound.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Wall dishes to Beal. And it's Wall in the corner. shot is off. The Heat go the other way with it. Here's Winslow. And that one's good. Winslow's got his second basket of the game. The Wizards have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Feeds it to Dudley. Wall against Dragic. And stolen by Whiteside. Bosh. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Bosh has got 5 points so far. Here's Nene, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
And it's Bosh in the corner. Back to Dragic. Bosh sets the pick for Dragic. Kicks it to Winslow. Shot clock at 5. Dishes it to Dragic. And it's off from three-point range. For Washington, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ball game. And Dudley kicks the wall. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And for the last 3 seasons, what a talented young backcourt John Wall and Bradley Beal have become. Wall drafted 1st overall, Beal 3rd in different drafts. A little lottery luck, if you will, and great scouting of these two.
And a new group in for the Heat. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Bang comes in for Winslow. Green, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Chalmers in for Goran Dragic. Then for the Wizards, Chris Humphries has checked in for Nene. Porter comes in for Jared Dudley. And Gary Neal subbed in for Beal. And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Clark getting back to Wall and Beal. They really complemented each other perfectly over the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, you look at some of the great backcourts of any age over that time, and Wall and Beal right there with them. And it's good to be so young and talented, that's for sure.
Winslow's checked in for Luol Deng. Sessions checked in for Washington. And Chalmers kicks to Bosh. Off target from three-point range.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Miami's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Green slams it in.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And they're pushing it up. And he dunks it down.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Here is Sessions following the score by Miami.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Elbow shot, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Here's Neal. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte. He used that pick to get in close.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Winslow. There's 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. Back to Bosh. Lets it go from deep. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5. From the field.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Pass to Winslow. Fires from deep. The shot misses. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Heat lead by 3. And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player.
I was obsessed with the NBA as a kid, and just
what a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help, Greg, but love for his attitude and ability to be, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
That's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
sure.
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Miami.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Winslow is out there with Chris Bosh. Then there's Chalmers. Then it's Stoudemire. And it's Green in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the 4 for Miami.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident. And for Chris Humphries, last year was a chance to sign with a playoff contender. The Wizards turned out to be even more than that, with the 4th best record in the East. And Humphries helped them to get there, averaging about 6.5 boards per game.
A different look for Miami. Bang comes in for Winslow. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Green. Humphries kicks to Wall. He feeds it to Beal. Here's Nene in a strong finish with 2 hands. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth. And when he takes it inside, the points are going to come, whether like that possession or just getting to the line.
Nene setting the pick for Wall. To the inside. And Nene with the basket on the assist by Wall. Wall's got his 4th assist in this one.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Wants to get it to Humphries and does.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Wade passes to Chalmers. Back to Wade. Heat moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Stolen by Dudley. Wall dishes to Nene. Humphries with a screen on Chalmers. Here's Beal. Shot is no good. Nice D from Bosh. Miami trailing. Wade can't hit.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Beal can't get it to go.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
That drops. Wade's got 4 points in the quarter. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
So close.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Garrett Temple has checked in for Beal. Greg, as you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Clark kind of molded him in his image.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
The 3 from Dudley, and he gets it to go.